Okay, Jeremy here, Jeeps Unlimited, 303-666-9020, partsbreakers.com. You can view this tub, and I don't have any others like it, so at the moment, but you can always view our site. I'm going to show you the video because this tub is very clean, but it's got a couple goofy things about it. But it's gonna be a good tub for somebody, especially as hard as these are to come by all of a sudden. So without further ado, let me just go into it. It's an 8795. It will work on a CJ7. It's fairly easy to modify these to adapt those to the sevens, and we've done that conversion quite a bit in the past, just because 7 tubs are getting so hard to get, or so are YJs. But anyway, this tub was originally a left-hand drive, and at some point in its life, somebody had put a right-hand drive on it, which didn't really change a heck of a lot. All the provisions, the heater box hole, everything on that side, brake booster, what else goes through here? Fuse box, all that stuff, all that's still in the same place that it originally was. They just provision this side for everything to be the opposite as well. So that's something to think about, because you probably want to do some replacement sheet metal up here just to block this in. This specifically, this guy, which was where the booster was, steering column, and then that's where their electrical connection had gone through on that side. Really easy to do, but I want somebody to see it at least, so they can see exactly what would be entailed to do that. So, and if you're going to do a CJ7, this would be ideal, because a lot of that stuff for firebox, heater box, stuff like that changes slightly anyway, so give you a good opportunity. Otherwise, that's about it. The tub is a factory tub. This area loves to rust out. It's in perfect shape. There's no cancer in this tub whatsoever. I cleaned it the best I could earlier, but I ran out of fuel, so this is just a little bit of mud that's sitting in here. But again, nice clean sheet metal on it, both sides, driver and passenger. The plugs are still in it, so it's holding water over there. This is very typical. This would need it. You'd probably want to reinforce this where the seat brackets, they start cracking. What happens, they get loose and people don't tighten them, and then they wobble and then they crack. So, and it's always for some reason on the passenger side. This is where your roll bar goes. This loves to rust out. This is in really good shape. All the bolts came out nice and clean. Body side panels are nice and clean. Back corner nice and clean. Underneath the tailgate rocker nice and clean. And then this side, you got a little bit of a dent here and a little bit of Bondo that somebody probably had this pulled at one time and then ended up knocking into it again. That corner probably doesn't deserve to be replaced because it's still pretty clean. But if you do, they do sell corners right at the seam, and you can just replace, pop a new one on, weld it in place, and you're good to go. It does get into this a little bit. You can see down where it's separated from the flare. I would say this is about 12 inches to where you get a nice flush surface here versus this kind of separation there. Again, this isn't boxed in, super easy to get up in here. I can reach my hand all the way back in there. And from there, okay? Nice clean rocker on this side. Again, here's your driver floorboard. You can see the shiny metal down there, which is what you want to see on these guys. And firewall, again, this is this side here. This is where your factory, and they cut this round. This is actually normally a square plug that goes for that, for your bulkhead, which is your wiring harness. Okay, no hail damage. Nice clean cowl up here. Got a little bit of a scratch there, but that's nothing to worry about. And let me show you the bottom side, because it's probably the most important when you're dealing with a tub swap, to ensure that it's going to be easy. So the bottom of these tubs, and they've done this for years, from the CJs all the way up to even the TJs, have what they call a torque pocket. All right, so that's your first frame to tub where your body bushing goes. That's nice and clean. I'm going to show these as I find them. Now this one, which is nice and clean, is really hard to see because it's up underneath there you go. Nice and clean there. My fork, I put this fork in the worst place. But I think I can just lift it up, maybe right there. Okay, so that one's nice and clean. I don't want to dump it on me this high up. And then you got above your gas tank skid, that guy there. This guy here, these floating here, so they're supposed to be loose. This guy here, nice and clean, threads. Nothing broke, okay? That's all nice and clean. This is a beautiful tub on the bottom, for sure. Like there's grade A on the bottom. On the top, you know, there's a couple of those things, but liners will be pulled. We always pull them just to make sure, but we actually do sell those separately. So if you need a set, just let us know. We can get you a quote on those. Here's your torque pocket on this guy. Nice clean threads there. Nice clean threads there. And finally, nice clean, see if I can get the focus for you. There you go, nice clean threads there. So excellent shape. Questions, comments, again, 303-666-9020. If you're looking for a YJ tub or a CJ7 tub, do not wait. I cannot tell you that enough. That's how hard these tubs, I mean, I haven't had a YJ tub in, well, the last one I sold was a white one, which is back there. We're delivering it here soon, which was about 2 months ago when it came in. So about every 2 months we get somewhat of a salvageable one that we can clean up and sell. Grade A, something like this. I would consider this like a B+, or even a B, just because of the firewall and stuff, but still very, very clean tub, and it will be priced accordingly. Okay, 303-666-9020, partsbreakers.com. Thanks a lot.